true or false. Here, we have A is greater than B and C is greater than D. They are all positive. The question is, do we really have A to the C's power being greater than B to the D's power? It looks obvious, right? Because this base is greater than this base, this power is greater than that power, so the whole thing here should be greater than this whole thing here. Yeah, for example, we know that 4 is greater than 3. True that. 2 is greater than 1. True that. The whole thing here is indeed greater than the whole thing here. True that. So this is always true? Well, what do you guys think? Go ahead and pause the video. Think about how you would prove it or how you would disprove it. Done? Okay. While this is true, but this is only one example. Right here for this statement, we're trying to find out if this is true for all possible combinations. In fact, this is false. And to show a statement is false, all you have to do is to provide a counterexample. And for a counterexample, you will have to make sure you satisfy this condition, that condition, but you don't have this conclusion. So here we go. The trick right here is that pay attention to the base. If the base is less than 1, then we will have to be careful. So I will just tell you guys, here is my counter example. I'm going to pick A equal, let's say 1/2, and then B equals 1/3. 1/2 is indeed greater than 1/3. And then C and D, let's just say C is equal to 4, and then D is equal to 2, or something like that. Doesn't really matter that much. Let's have a look. I'm going to make sure that you see that A is greater than B, and then C is greater than D. But now, check this out. 1/2, which is for the A, and then we're going to raise that to the C's power, which is D, which is 4. Is this greater than B right here is 1/3, and then D right here is 2? Let's have a look. 1/2 to the 4th power, you can just do 1 to the 4th power, which is 1, and 1. 2 to the 4th power is 16, so this right here is 1/16. Is this really greater than 1/3 squared is 1/9? Is this true? No, this is not true. This is false. 1/9 is bigger. Here's the idea. If the numerators are the same, the smaller the denominator, the bigger the whole fraction is. This is actually greater. The idea here is that if you have a base that's less than 1, when you raise that to a certain power, when you multiply by something that's less than 1 more and more, it's actually getting less and less. So maybe you don't want to multiply the base by itself too many times. So that's why even though this base is greater than that base, this exponent is greater than that exponent, but the whole thing here is actually smaller than that. So unfortunately, this is not a correct inequality. Yep, that's it.